And welcome back to part 7 of What If Goku Was Adopted by the Breeds. Last time on Dragon Ball Z What If, Goku was adopted by the Breeds. Vegeta and Nappa had come to wreak havoc, but quickly found themselves curb-stomped by their weaker rivals. Raditz and Goku had shown that they were the superior Saiyans, and Vegeta had no choice but to run with his lack of tail between his legs. So we now catch up with Vegeta, actually. We'll catch up with the others later on. But now we have to understand what's going on with Vegeta and Frieza and the whole Namek issue. Well, normally speaking, I still have Frieza going for the Dragon Balls on Namek because word of mouth is big in the universe. I'm sure he would have learned about them at some point. Vegeta, but here's the thing. Vegeta comes back, recovers from getting, the crack dive. His power level right now is around 45,000, which actually puts him above the giant chunk of the Ginyu Force members. Like, I think the only ones who would probably be able to beat him at this point are Jason Birder, because Ginyu said it takes combined someone with a power level around 60,000 to beat the entire Ginyu Force to save himself. So Vegeta could, at very minimum, probably beat Raccoon or something, or at the very least give him a firm run for his money now. But he's learned to keep, he learned to, I can sense energy. He runs into Kui. It's like, oh, Vegeta, where are you going? You know, Lord Frieza. Didn't you hear the memo? Lord Frieza wants us on Namek. Why does he want us on the Slug Planet? Oh, because he's looking for something called Dragon Ball to grant him immortality. What? Dragon? What? What? And briefly says it or whatever. And Vegeta's now contemplating. He's like, could I go and stop Frieza? No, my powers. Here's the thing. Vegeta thought in the original he could go and, trick Frieza and all that. In this one, he's not just recovering from defeat from Goku, but also from Raditz and the entire Z Warriors. His pride is seriously hurting right now. And while he could go for the immortality, he has to weigh his options. Like, I could go for it, but Frieza gets the Dragon Ball, he gets immortality. I'll never be able to defeat him. But perhaps I don't need to kill him. Perhaps I just need to put him in his place. Do you realize that he could still get stronger than Frieza, even though Frieza would be immortal? It's like, then maybe I can use the Dragon Balls after that. Yes, he can use the Dragon Balls all he wants. I'll find them again and use them. That's right. I'll find my own means to immortality. But right now I have to go. I'll go. Fine, I'll go and meet him in Namek then and help out. Good Frieza. A good little lad, Vegeta. Vegeta, however, doesn't do this. He instead takes one of the remaining scouters, not that he needs it, and heads off to a planet that he can train on. He probably finds a planet that's gravity is a little bit higher than like in Planet Vegeta, something around like a 20 or 30 times gravity. Not an extreme, but something where he can get some good training in. Meanwhile, Kui, goes to Namek and is like, well, where's Vegeta? I'm not too sure where he is. Damn it all. And, Frieza's just slaughtering Namekians, all that. Eventually they do come to Guru's house and, ask for the 1-star ball. Nail's threatening them. It's like, oh dear. It seems you don't quite realize who I am. I'm Lord Frieza. I now own this planet, and if you wish for it to keep existing, you will give me what I've come for. We're going to have to ask you to leave. No. Ask him to leave. I just did that, Lord Guru. Good job, Nail. So it's like, Dodoria Zarbon, would you be so kind? It's like, okay, seriously, you guys want to take me on? All right. It's like, oh no, please, let's. It'll be over quickly, little green man. And that's right. It'll be over in 1, 2, and then Dodoria tries to, take him out. But Nail just grabs both him and Zarbon. Ooh, it seems he's a bit stronger than the other ones, and he just flips them around because even in a transformed state, Nail's power is around 41,000. So he actually still very much outclasses both these guys, especially if Vegeta can completely own a 28,000 Zarbon transformed at power level 30,000. It's not that big an increase. So Vegeta, Zarbon, or Nail, makes short work of both of them, saying, oh dear, they were two of my best. Yeah, well, you could have fooled me. Oh, I see. How about this then? And then just blast nails. Like, oh! Yep. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind sitting there bleeding. Yes, I'm just going to have to go and take care of this myself. You must be the leader of these people. I'm Lord Frieza. I'm aware who you are. You killed my nail. Here, take that damn bowl. Now get out of here. Well, very good. At least one of you has some sense. Have a lovely day. Oh, very well. Now, basically, even Quee's still there. Just the soldiers. We have all of them now. Good dragon, grant to me my wish. Make me immortal. Namekian. Cheep, 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 cheep. Why isn't it working? Maybe they... Oh, God. Maybe you need to say it in their language or something. Fine, let's just go and get that old vot, and then all of a sudden the balls suddenly just start glowing and then turn to just straight stone. It's like, what just happened? Are they supposed to do that? What's going on? Guru died. Nail's dead. Everyone's dead. Even Dende's probably dead at this point. If not, he's soon will be. Unbelievable. I don't believe it. You mean they're worthless? Yeah. All of a sudden, Vegeta shows up after, probably about a week's worth of training. It hasn't been a huge amount of time between them. But time on the planet versus time on Namek versus travel. It's probably about maybe a week or something like that. Vegeta just shows up like, oh, it's Vegeta. Vegeta, where have you been? Oh, yes. Sorry, I got lost. I needed to recover after a severe injury on a planet. Oh, very well, whatever. Wait, where's Nappa? Those Rattids. Where are your where are those where's that filthy duo? Seriously. Yes. That's what I want to talk to you about, Lord Frieza. It seems they would... What? Nappa was defeated. We went to Earth because we heard of another Saiyan, Kakarot his name, that he was sent there. Oh, another one escaped. Goody. Yes, but point being, he was sent there, and we said Raditz went there to check in on him, and the bastard defected. Wait, he quit? Without even a 2 weeks notice of me blowing his head off, he quit? Indeed, so me and Nappa went to go and see why they would be so stupid and foolish to do it. But Lord Frieza, and then Vegeta's just got bite his tongue and they beat us severely. Nappa was killed, and they sent us away. You lost Vegeta? You lost Raditz and his little baby brother? Oh, that's adorable. Perhaps, but the power levels easily above 30,000. This makes Frieza stop for a second. Just, over 30,000? How in the bloody hell, space hell, did they get that strong? I don't know, Lord Frieza. It's baffling. But I know where this Earth is. I can easily take you there, and you can ask them yourselves. Right now, Vegeta's just like, I'll have them. Knowing them, they've probably gotten even stronger. I'll have them kill Frieza, or Frieza kill them. Either way, it's good for me. It's like, yes, this does sound intriguing, especially since my day has been completely ruined by this planet's possibility of immortality being taken away from me. Let's just nuke it from orbit and go. Of course, Lord Frieza. By the by, Vegeta's power right now is probably, because we left him off at 45 with that first Zenkai, he probably trained a good portion and got another solid Zenkai. He's probably now actually around his canon level. Right, not quite canon level in terms of the 500,000, but right before he fought Frieza, around 200,000. He's actually right around where Goku was when he fought on Earth in this version. Meanwhile, King Kai is sensing this, contacts Kami, and Kami contacts them. So what's been going on with them since then? Well, they've been training. Nothing. It hasn't been a huge amount of time, quite frankly. But they've been training, and they're all a little bit. There's nothing huge drastic. It's been about a week's time, but Raditz has been kind of flirting with Bulma, who's basically like, yeah. He's like, you keep trying, buddy. He's like, oh, we say it's love a good challenge. Kakarot! I love this planet. It's like, yeah, you know that's my sister, right? And it's like, well, not by blood. And it's like, yeah, but still, she's pretty much my sister. Like, oh, come on, that would even make us closer brothers, wouldn't it? It's like, I guess that's true. And I mean, to be honest, I like Yamcha. He's a great friend. I just don't think he's right for my sis. Oh, so we're in agreement then. So here's what I'm thinking. You just distract that Yamcha for about an hour or two, and then as he's just whispering in Goku's ear, all of a sudden, it's like attention, Goku, everyone's like, what's going on here? Well, there's a voice in my head. What's going on? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about God. What about God? Oh yeah, he's talking to us right now. What? And they briefly explain Kai. Oh well, that's a thing. Anyway. I've just been told Frieza is heading towards the planet. Wait, Frieza's coming here? Towards the planet? Now? No. Given it seems he's amassing his forces beforehand. It would be just like him. By my estimations, given the size of his ship and given the information I have, it'll take about 6 months for him to get here. 6 months? That's blast it all. I suggest you prepare in the meantime. Even Piccolo's told this. Well, Piccolo at the moment isn't measuring up to the other fighters. He just keeps to himself mostly. But still, he's still going to be training for those 12 months, serious training. He's probably going to be somewhere in like the neighborhood of 50,000 when it's all said and done. But Radjin says, even with our powers right now, I don't know if we could take him at his full power. The Frieza you'll end up seeing probably isn't going to be his true nature. He hides his forms with transformations. Man, if only we had more time. We only got 6 months. Then Goku actually thinks, Kami, is the room still an option? It is still an option, Goku, but you only have one more time in there. You must make, if you're going to use the room, you must make the best of your time before so. Got it. It's like, wait, the room? What are you talking about, Kakarot? Well, you see, I'll tell you about it after training. So, Colin, what are you thinking? I suggest train for the first 5 months, and then with the last 2 weeks, come to the lookout, and we'll finish your training. Great, no problem. All right, guys, let's get down to business to defeat Frieza. Kakarot, you're crazy. What the hell was that? I'll tell you after 5 months. Seriously? Goku, we're screwed. And I'm Yamcha and Tien. And Chaozu! Anyway, so yeah, they'll be doing their own training on the they'll train in their gravity chamber. Now we're at the point where they can hit the 100 times Earth's gravity or above much more easily. Sweet and short of it, Goku's probably going to end up being, after 6 months of hardcore training in 100 or above times gravity, with Radz and Krillin, he's probably going to be hitting about 500,000. Raditz about half that. I could easily see that because he's only around 60 right now. Krillin actually is able to close the gap pretty well. I mean, it's a bigger gap now, but comparatively, he's like hitting 200,000. People keep getting. I have some people always talking to me saying the humans aren't weak; they're strong. Why are you doing this multiplier? Because compared to the Saiyans who have the ability to get stronger from extreme training because of Zenkais and stuff like that, or Namekians, things along those lines, the alien races, because of their genetics, seem to just have a higher threshold, and they have other abilities that let them get stronger than the actual humans. And when you actually compare the humans' growth rates to the Saiyans, it checks out, quite frankly. Because once we got to the Android Saga, they just couldn't keep up anymore. The individuals' powers were too great. Yes, the tournament of power happened, and they definitely called upon Roshi, Tien, and Krillin, but that's because there were other fighters as well, and they were still capable fighters, let's be clear. Tien, Roshi, and Krillin at that point were still very capable fighters. They were just, and very powerful. It's just, again, compared to androids or Saiyans or whatever, they're just not in the same league. That's why their multipliers are never usually as big when I do them. But so Krillin, and by the way, Krillin also got his inner potential lock, so his threshold for growth was probably heightened to some degree, whereas this Krillin has not, but he's still around 200,000. Tien, I imagine, is hitting around 150 with Yamcha, backing up around like 120, and Chaozu is probably even sitting at a comfy like 30,000. Like Piccolo could still beat Chaozu with no problem. Piccolo's pissed. It's like, damn it all. So basically, they go to the hyperbolic time they go to the lookout, And Kami reveals the hyperbolic time chamber. I'm running low on battery, but I'll have enough time to finish out the video, unfortunately. Explains the hyperbolic time chamber, get a year's worth of training in one day. I gotta go in as pairs. And just they're going up, Piccolo even shows like, Piccolo, you're here. I'm shocked. Yeah. Look, I know I can't get anywhere near as strong on my own right now. So I'm here to take you up on the offer, old man. Is it for your own best? Is it for the sake of the earth or your own best interest? They happen to be one and the same. So shut up and let's do this. So basically the pairing's going to be the people who go in: Chaozu and Tien, Yamcha and Krillin. Piccolo is going to be brave enough to go in on his own like he did. Unfortunately, he'll fit. Well, he's more cantankerous in this, so I think he's a bit more Vegeta-like, so he's a bit more stubborn. So I think he would be able to manage it. It's just going to be a big detriment on his psyche. And then Raditz and Goku go in on their own. Now Krillin makes the most. All right, buddy, you ready to do this? Actually, Krillin, I'm going to be going in with Raditz. But oh man, really? But we've been friends. We've been friends for so long. Going back and forth to my abridged and standard series voice. Yeah, but there's something specific me and Raz are trying to work on. It's something only we can do. Oh, is it because you're Saiyans? Yeah, buddy, sorry. No, I understand. Besides, it's good to get to spend time with your bro. And all right, let's do it. Who's going in first? I'm going in first. All right, I guess and they'll all spend time just, meditating, sparring, whatnot. Piccolo will come out. He does the Vegeta and does make it through because, again, his personality is a little different. It's a bit more cantankerous, stubborn in this version because he's nowhere near the good guy because he doesn't have this bonding experience with Gohan. His power, I put him at around 50 with the training he did on his own. With the chamber in mind, granted, it's only 10 times, but the conditions are immense in that chamber. So that's one of the reasons why it's so good for training. Piccolo, I think, is actually now hitting somewhere in the almost Goku, like 400,000. Like I'll put him there. Plus, remember, he's got the multi-form technique, so that aids him a lot too. So then you get in. Unfortunately, Goku's strong enough to. Both Goku and Raditz are strong enough with their Zara forms, which, by the way, the Brews made Raditz a necklace too for that. Should also note real quick Raditz's outfit. He probably still wears his Saiyan armor, but he probably wears like blue pants or something like that now. Just because they don't need him walking around in a Speedo. So then Tien and Chaozu go in. Chaozu, we know, isn't a serious fighter. In terms of his actual power, his psychic abilities are very great, but his power level is just not there. He at best will probably, and Tien is stronger than Chaozu, but because of that, the gap they're not going to grow anywhere near as strong as say as the others are. They just don't have the means to grow as strong as the others will. Still, I imagine that Tien goes all the way up to the 300,000 mark, and I'll even put Chaozu at a double. I'll double it, 60,000. I think that's good. Then Yamcha and Krillin go in. Krillin's already at 200,000, whereas Yamcha is at 120. They go in, they come out. Their power at this point is probably hitting right around 1 million. Like Krillin is probably like 900,000, whereas Yamcha, nowhere near as strong. It's Yamcha, 600,000, which is still impressive nonetheless. And then we get Raditz and Goku going in. Now they go in, and power-wise, they're going to come out. Goku's going to be at his Namek Saga level, and Raditz will be bringing up the year around 2 million. But that's not what I want to bring up. They're basically, Goku and Raditz, while training, are trying to kind of figure out the Ozaru form a bit more. Like trying to instantly go into it, and then compress the power. Now, for those of you who have seen me talk about this type of technique, you know where I might be hinting at, but I'm going to put something... let's be clear here. I'm going to be doing something here, but I don't think it's what you think it is. Anyway, they're trying to compress the power of Ozaru. So, unfortunately, they have both... Raditz knows how to make an artificial moon, so they have that benefit. Both of them have enough control now in Ozaru that they can just, be in it and be okay. But they also have the flux waves in there as well when they can't make a moon. So they first off use the flux waves of their necklace to transform, and they're trying to maybe compress the power when they transform. They find they can't do that really well. Like, they can kind of recede, and it kind of starts to take a form a little bit, but it's just not something they can handle. So instead, Goku suggests, what about when we're transforming, trying to stay in our form but contain the power? And it's like, that might be an option. Oh, let's give it a shot. And throughout for a while, they're struggling, and at one point, something happens, and they unlock something. Now, what is that something they unlocked? What did they unlock? And what they spend the rest of the time trying to do? You'll find out next time, because I'm not going to tell you what I just did. Now, I think I know what a lot of people are assuming I'm going to do. We'll wait till next Saturday to see what I'm going to do. So basically, they get out, like I said, 3 million and around 2 million, respectively. And everyone's ready, and eventually the time comes, and they have about a week to relax, keep yourself sharp, they're relaxing, spend time with their loved ones. Bulma at this point is kind of fed up with Yamcha's mood. She's always liked Yamcha, but he comes off a bit as a moocher and just not fit for her. And they end up breaking up right before Frieza shows up. And it's like, Rad's just like, I'm terribly sorry. It's like, just trying to play the rebound game. And well, yes, a bit, but at the same time, I respected you for turning me down. You clearly had something with him, and I am legitimately sorry it did not work out for you. But that said, please, I do offer myself as an alternative. We don't have to do anything. We can just sit, talk, and get to know each other more. I believe you Earthlings call it a date. I believe you Earthlings call it dating. It's like, okay. Only because you did help me out with the science and altering your gravity chamber. And I won't lie, you are kind of cute. I did get the looks from my father. He was a rugged man himself. I was like, oh, really? Do you know your father? Oh, really? Goku, you know what? I never actually knew anything about Goku's real dad. So, biological father. What was he like? Oh, I could tell you stories, indeed. Indeed. And then all of a sudden, everyone senses the Frieza and the Frieza forces approaching. But that's going to have to wait. It seems Frieza's finally shown himself. So, this episode, if you will, ends with Frieza's coming through the clouds. Like, so this is Earth. It seems like it's going to be a fine place to destroy, or possibly sell it to the highest bidder. Now then, let's have some fun. Why is Frieza in his second form? Well, you'll find out in a little while. Well, you'll find out next week on Dragon Ball Z What If. Till then, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I got to write out my schedule for next week. You're going to do the Death Bell prediction tomorrow and another Who Would Win, which this one's going to come from my girlfriend. So, yay! She gets to have her suggestion brought in. Till then, thanks for watching. See you next time.